All right, we are live. We are completely live. We are breaking down the tropics today because I think they are kind of interesting, and I'm doing it live for the first time, so hopefully nothing too bad. I think. Yeah, okay. So everything after this can go. All right, now breaking down the tropics, starting off with our satellite imagery. We have a total of 4 systems out there right now. First of all, I'm going to go over here to the Pacific. We have a storm called Narda. It's a little lower quality over here for some reason. It just doesn't want to make it detailed over in this corner. But it is a Category 1 and is expected to just move to the north and completely just dissipate and then move to the west. We'll go over that in a short bit. And nothing else really to watch that's concerning for the Pacific. Moving over to the Atlantic, we have 2 systems. Humberto, which is apparently now at a Category 3. I cannot be certain, but that's what it shows. Yeah, we should know in about... Yeah, we should know by now. Let's look at it really quick. NHC. Yes, this one here. Not that one. We're going to the Atlantic. We have potential cyclone 9. So I will break this down now. This one just came out, so slightly different than what I was originally anticipating. It is at Category 3 at 115 mile per hour sustained winds. So, yeah, that satellite imagery is not faking. It's a Category 3 out there. And is likely to become a Category 4 later tonight at the 8 p.m. advisory. I wouldn't be surprised. And now looking at this, they actually have the cone out, and they're forecasting for a Category 1 and potential landfall over here in the southeast with this potential cyclone 9. I can actually name it now. Humberto over here is just going to move out. We got to watch for Bermuda, but really it should stay to the west, only bringing fringe effects. Now, current satellite imagery on potential tropical cyclone 9, we'll shorten it for this one, PTC, potential tropical cyclone. And this is finally emerging from it. We're bringing some moisture over here into Cuba, and our cone actually shows it going straight through the Bahamas, and expecting a tropical storm by about but they do still have a 90% chance of forming. I think this one is guaranteed to form and move up to the north. And the forecast up here is a little tricky, so I'll break that down. To start off with, we have the GFS model. And we're going to load this in. Okay. Loading. Yo. Okay, we are live. Okay, there we go. We're going to pause this and break it down hour by hour. So, this is only one model, but it is forecasting something I think is a good chance of actually happening. So, let's actually look at this here. Now, it is definitely spinning up Humberto very powerfully, and we are watching as this storm likely to become Imelda right about here, and is going to move up the Bahamas. And this model in particular is make a landfall just to the north of Charleston here. Probably right about here in Awendal with this model. And again, this storm, Humberto seems like it's going to gain in quite some size, so we're going to get some decent effects in Bermuda. Probably the most we've seen in Bermuda so far this year, so be ready for that if you are in Bermuda. Now, over here in the Bahamas, we're expecting just some tropical storm winds. Florida, you're not in a cone. Don't expect very many impacts. Should go to the east of you. And yeah, this is just one model. And up here is kind of where it gets uncertain because we have Humberto here. We have 3 different scenarios, and I'll break them all down here. So, first scenario here, as shown by the Euro model here. I'm actually going to switch to the 12Z. Shows it spinning up actually a little further west than we originally anticipated. And then it's going to move to the north. And then it is going to potentially stall right there. That would be pretty much a worst case scenario. I do not like this. But that's the interaction with Humberto right there. That is a new scenario I have not seen yet. Well, I have seen it from ensembles, but nothing else. And, of course, Humberto going out to sea. Only getting some bands. The core gonna stay out to sea there. Alright, our next one, the Euro AI model. This is one of my favorite models, and it is forecasting that Humberto pulls it to the north and to the west, and then to the northeast, keeping it completely away from the Carolinas. But then it actually brings it back toward it a little bit before a front would kick it up. I think this kind of a scenario isn't the most likely. Although it is an AI model, so if it does end up happening, we just have more trust in AI models. Next up is the Canadian model. This one has been showing an interesting scenario here. We have Humberto is going to take the path just to the west, but as you see here, it stalls Imelda, or PTC 9 here, and it brings it out kind of in the middle, just off the shore, and then it brings it back, making a landfall in North Carolina. Kind of similar to our AM model where it does that, but it brings it just further west before that front would kick it up. Even though 2 models are showing this, our main models are not. And we'll see that. Now, this is probably the most trustworthy model we have, as it is only ensembles. And it is an AI model again, and these have done quite well. And actually, this is our most recent run. We have actually kind of shifted this model run. It was a lot focused over here, and now it's more focused kind of just hovering there or going out to sea. So, something to watch with that. I think that is somewhat of a chance. And the GFS and the European may be wrong. Now, if the GFS scenario does end up happening, we could have pockets of up to 15 inches of rain in some of these areas. That's through Friday of next week, so a week out, we have 15 over here in South Carolina. And it's kind of worrying. We have our 4-ish inches over here, 4 to 6 inches section, and we have a 7-inch pocket over here. If this were to happen, this would be the worst flooding over here since Helene of last year. And fun fact, actually, landfall from Helene was exactly a year ago. September 26th, 2024. And it's September 26th, 2025. I believe that landfall happened, like, pretty late in the day. Now, this is our GFS ensembles. Again, most of them taking them toward the coast. This is what the GFS believes. And another good portion, like 20-ish% of them taking it, 20-30% taking them out to sea. And here's further beyond that point. Again, the uncertainty is pretty crazy here. I would just kind of eradicate these. These are not going to happen. But these out here, we have quite a few, so something like that might actually happen. And I believe that is actually it. So, see you guys in the next weather forecast, whether it be live or not live. I hope to go live for them again. So, close out, stay safe, stay aware, and goodbye. WeatherX says goodbye. All right. And OBS.